Hey, and welcome back to Cody and the Cinema. Today we're reviewing the slapstick comedy directed by Mike Chislick, Hundreds of Beavers. The story of an Applejack salesman, alcoholic, who finds himself face first in a pile of beavers. And I like this movie. I didn't love it. I thought there were problems, but I did like the movie. As a fan of silent pictures, I found this to be entertaining, and I loved how it referenced that and had a reverence for those films as well. So our Applejack salesman, who starts out binge drinking, and his whole home area base is just sort of destroyed, and so he has to survive in this brutal winter, this forbidding, unforgiving forest. And his opponents are any kind of animals plus the land itself, the weather, the elements. But the animals in this movie, they're human beings that are dressed like animals. So the beavers are humans, the wolves are humans, the rabbits, whoever he's tangling with at that time. And a lot of the movie is how he will like set up a trap, the trap will fail. Eventually, maybe he'll succeed in using his trap. It might remind you of something from Looney Tunes, and I'm guessing it's referencing that, especially the Coyote and Roadrunner situation. That's referenced. He does meet a few other characters, including this merchant who lives out in the elements with his daughter, and he falls for her real fast, and she is just a delight in this film. I don't know why the filmmakers didn't use more of Olivia in this. I felt like her presence really added a lot to the screen. There's a great moment when she's flirting with him through a sort of a dance, and her father is like in the distance, and she's trying to trick him, but also mess with her boyfriend, whatever, and that was great stuff. So a little bit of a missed opportunity there. I really felt like we could have seen more of her and her comedic talents. Along the way, he meets this mountain man who teaches him sort of the ropes, and one thing leads to another. Then he's on his own, and the stakes continue to rise throughout the film until he eventually needs to take on hundreds of beavers at their dam, of all places. This movie has plenty of allusions to silent film, just a few that I saw that I liked. First of all, the whole premise is almost certainly inspired in part by the Gold Rush, the Charlie Chaplin film, with the winter and the snow and the survival and so forth. But beyond that, there's a shot where he's going through some gears or something that's taken almost directly from Modern Times. There's a shot it's clearly inspired by, I think it's, Steamboat Bill Jr. And then Sherlock Jr. gets a good nod from these detective beavers that are in there as well. There's more, I'm sure. I didn't catch all of it. I haven't seen like every silent film, obviously, but those are just some of the ones I noticed, and I love the visual style that was chosen here to play off of that. I do think that this is fresh territory for the slapstick. It wasn't just a rehashing of old tropes. There is like a video game element to this, and the graphics and some of the sound effects, and I think video game players are going to recognize that real quick. There were parts that felt like, are they doing Legend of Zelda here? Like, are they on that ocarina thing? I don't know. But I loved that about the movie. There's the best shot, in my opinion, in the movie is probably that, people are going to probably talk about the ending and all the zany antics that go on there, but I really liked this shot of there was like a campfire, and that's sort of in the dark over here, and then on the right side there are these dogs playing poker, because there are not rules in this movie other than whatever rules the film creates for itself, and they're playing poker, and they kind of get picked off one by one. That was pretty good visually, and so is the whole film. Here is what I think is going to be a little frustrating for viewers, and it was for me some. I don't think it needed as much stuff. I don't think it needed to go on and on with that climax at the dam at the end. That last third of the movie, before that, I felt like we were in all original fun territory. Like I said, giving good nods to great silent classic slapstick comedies. But at the end, the movie gets incredibly safe and blockbuster-esque, and it's not the same film anymore. Not bad. Certainly some good stuff to be had in there, some good fights. When I was watching this, I just was thinking to myself, like, this director, this team, they wanted to make sure they got all their ideas like shoved in there, make sure that all the beavers are in there and everything's tightly compact and that they don't leave anything out. And that to me was a mistake. But despite that real problem that I thought the movie had, I am recommending it. And I do think that the average film fan is going to enjoy it. I would rather have 100 beavers, okay, over thousands of conventional blockbusters. Those are my general thoughts about the film. I love its black and white style. I love the style, the laughs. It just goes on too long. What do you think, YouTube? Do you agree with me? Do you think I underrated it, overrated it? Did you like it, love it, hate it? Let me know in the comments below. If you want me to cover anything in the future, let me know that as well. Until next time, thanks for watching my movie about the Beavers.